Again, for those who are just tuning in right now, my name is Christofalo. I am joined by my good friend Kanzion.
Hello, I'm
And
Kanzion.
today we're going to be watching The Dude and Nintoaster 81. So The Dude is ranked 23rd on Deer Tier with a personal best of 122.39, which is very respectable, and Nintoaster with a 125.25, ranked 43rd on Deer Tier. So we're actually going to see an incredibly close race. I'm very excited for this. What are your thoughts on this, Cans?
They're very close together. I'm not sure how much Nintoaster has been running this category recently. The dude has been grinding it pretty hard the past couple of months.
Yeah,
And
The Dude just came out of nowhere. It was crazy. His time's just unbelievable.
he's very, very strong any percent runner, so not surprising that he picked up this category really quickly. Just went right into new route as well, which is notably more taxing than the old route is. A lot of difficult tricks.
Yeah, those tricks very challenging. And if you screw them up, it can cost you a significant amount of time.
So everyone's favorite meme category, the series escape. A little trouble for Nintoaster getting up to the elevator.
He's able to make a very good recovery though, ending up at the time of 42 and the dude within 45. I find that when I fall down the elevator shaft like that, I just get so frustrated.
It's pretty hard to recover. If you hit one steam vent in there, you usually hit all of them.
Yeah, I know I've watched a few of your streams where it's just been series of resets. And I'm sure you've seen a few of mine like that.
Absolutely. Coming into series, first item to grab is the Morph Ball. Probably the most important item in terms of mobility. There's not a lot you can do without it. And as Wild would say, it's the first of 101 item fanfares, since you get the bonus one from the Edicoons about, let's say, 30 to 35 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm very excited to listen to another 11 minutes of item fanfare. I've already listened to 22 minutes today, so it's going to be exciting. And that is the first of many item fanfares. Very exciting.
After the Morph Ball, it's off to grab some missiles, and then the arduous climb back up to get the bombs from Bomb Terizo.
Yeah, and the climb, I say this every race, super frustrating. It's if you make one misstep, it can be so hard to recover.
There are a couple ways you can do the climb, so we're going to see if either of them take the right side up or do the ledge grab method, where they pretty much go up the middle.
Yeah, and going up the right-hand side, I believe it is marginally faster, but it has the potential for a lot of errors, which can be very costly.
Dropping one wall jump can send you spiraling down multiple platforms.
So it looks like Toaster is opting for the ledge grab method, the aptly named Behemoth climb, while the dude will be going for the straight wall jumps. Both getting out of that room with comparable times. The dude with a marginal lead over Nintoaster.
Toaster having a little trouble with Parlor.
Parlor, one of my least favorite rooms in the entire game.
It's worth noting here that Intoaster's going into Bomb Chorizo on 94 health instead of full, so that's going to affect the missile drops from the balls that the Bomb Chorizo is going to be spitting out.
Oh dear, he's going to have to be mindful of that. But there's not a
So-
lot he can do at this point.
So the way drops work in this game is the game will only enemies will only drop things that you are not full on. So it's ideal to enter Bomb Chorizo at full health because that prevents his projectiles from dropping health, and the chance of health dropping gets transferred over to the chance of missiles dropping. So you actually have a much greater chance of getting missile drops. But as I said earlier, if you don't have full health, you can get a mix of missiles and health, and you want as many missiles as you can get.
Yeah, and he's actually able to make quick work of Bomb Chorizo there, so no problem.
Not a particularly difficult boss if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, the dude has a fairly sizable lead right now, but in 100%, that could be made up very quickly.
All it takes is a couple missed ice clip attempts.
Yeah, and with the dude on new route, there's certainly a much greater risk there for him.
Sure. Alright. Go right ahead. One more time, please. Alright, good. So dude grabbing these super missiles, he does a little jump right before grabbing them, so he can take a deboost off of that waiver. Lets him get back to that pink door relatively quickly. And dude's gonna try to get this reverse mock ball, gets it pretty easily, and quick dropping down to the missiles, so that will let him jump out of here instead of having to take the normal bottom route out. He's gonna be on his way to charge beam, and Toaster didn't quite get the mock ball out of there.
Yeah, and that can be incredibly frustrating. The not getting that mock ball will cost you about 5 seconds. But yeah, it's
not too big a deal, but every second does count, especially when a dude's got a notable lead on you at the moment.
Very respectable charge time of 8:30 for the dude.
Then Toaster quickly approaching charge beam himself. And Fiesel, can I get the times one more time? Some people's favorite item, the Spazer. Makes your beam a lot wider. Makes aiming a lot less stressful for most things, notably Kraid's lair. Nintoaster not far behind, about to grab it himself.
Yeah, and the dude's movement just so precise throughout this section of the game.
Nice 3 super Kraid entrance. Spot on with that jump right into the 1 tile gap. Like, firing the missiles while arm pumping.
Very bold strategy.
Ooh, Nintoaster didn't quite get the wall jump there. Second try just fine. Dude just entering Kraid.
Yeah, let's see if he can get the quick kill here.
He's going to be using the missile method since he doesn't have enough supers for the charge beam method.
Yeah, the missile method definitely a little more challenging. Definitely faster though.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's having a bit of difficulty there. This gives Nintoaster a little bit of an opportunity to catch up. Oh, he misses the quick kill. Very tragic. This Nintoaster can overtake him at this point.
Lost a super in that too. He's going to have to be careful, especially on 33 health.
Oh, that's very true. Yes, he's going to have to be very mindful of his health going into this section. Nintoaster overtaking the dude.
Alright, down goes Kraid on dude's side. While Nintoaster has Very already.
Yeah, the dude with a Very time of 11:53.
The dude did get out of health bomb range though, so he did pick up some super missiles, so he will be full leaving the area.
Oh, and then Nintoaster having a little bit of difficulty in the party zone. That's going to set him back just a little bit.
The party zone, I like that name. Alright, manages to get out of there. Dude looks like he's going to get this mock ball here, yep.
That mock ball, the timing for it's so precise. Very impressive.
They're pretty much fanfare for fanfare now, but their paths are going to be splitting up pretty soon. Just after Wave Beam, actually. Dude getting the mock ball to the elevator. Nintoaster didn't quite get it. They're going to be on to high jump boots.
This race incredibly close.
Nintoaster's slightly more than a fanfare's lead at the moment.
But again, because of the new routes that the dude will be taking, he can make up that time if he's if he's fortunate and plays his cards right.
I'm sorry, I guess it would be less than a fanfare because Nintoaster did jump over that energy tank, so he had to grab that one. Dude doesn't have to, he already got it earlier.
It's the dude making up that time.
So we actually, they're a door transition apart. Have to see how Cathedral goes for both of them. Nicely done on Nintoaster's part. Dude just as good.
And they'll be coming up on Bubble Mountain here.
Bubble Mountain with the hardest boss in the game, King Cack Attack, on his mighty bubble throne.
Yeah, King Attack, definitely one of the most challenging enemies in the entire game. Oh, but looks like Mean Toaster is able to clean that up, no problem. Very solid Bubble Mountain from both players.
Coming up on Speed Booster, neck and neck.
Speed Booster, very good item in a speed run. Boosts your speed.
Also lets you Shine Spark, which is pretty necessary for a number of the items in this game. Also for dealing with Dragon. You'll see him later. But next item is, well, not the next item, but in a couple items we're going to see Wave Beam, and then one of these two players will be heading to Crocomire, while Toaster will be heading to Crocomire. The dude will be heading to Ice Beam.
Toaster's going to have to watch his super count going into this next segment here. It's a little bit low.
Oh, he's not going to be, he won't be short on supers. It'll just, Crocomire in the area after him will be a little slower.
Yeah, he'll have to use missiles for those sections.
Uses missiles on the Wave Beam door to save his one super remaining, because there is a very, very small chance that the Cack attack on Bubble Mountain that he's going to kill during his next visit will not give him a super missile, and he does need one for Crocomire's door.
King Cack Attack being very generous with his super missile. Relinquishing his treasure to Nin Toaster.
And
we'll
here their
roots
paths
diverge.
split. Dude is right across the Frog Speedway, heading for Ice Beam, and Toaster heading down into Crocomire's lair. He does have 3 supers. I guess he got some from the Novas. Well, I guess he got one from the Novas.
A very nice speedball from the dude.
Nice missile opening from Nintoaster.
Yes, the reason that they do that is for the first cycle for Crocomire, you can see that you have the opportunity to fire. You have one free round against him, basically, which will give you the opportunity to fire a missile and a super missile each round. That's the most damage that you can deal to him in that amount of time.
I think he missed the first missile, so Croc only took 7 steps back instead of 8. So he needed an extra round there, but cleaned him up fairly easily. Dude heading up the elevator, he's going to be heading toward Power Bombs and then to Wrecked Ship.
A nice speed keep from Nin Toaster, but totally unnecessary.
Might be wondering, after he got the E-Tank, why he kind of just hung around there. Crocomire's death animation causes quite a bit of lag, so you want to keep him off screen as long as possible until you hear him stop roaring.
Yeah, every frame counts.
Nice Shine Spark. You might have seen him fire off a charge shot in the acid just before the E-Tank. That was what we call a wraparound shot. So certain shots from edges of the screen can travel through the out-of-bounds area in such a way that they open a door on the other side of the room. And that's what you saw there. The door to Crocomire on the left side was actually opened by a charge shot from the right side. You're going to see a more prominent version of that just after Gravity Suit.
Yeah, and that one is pixel perfect. The one in Crocomire's room, pretty easy to get, but this one, we'll talk about it when we get to it.
mostly because of Spazer. Dude had a little trouble getting up Red Tower, but he's up there now, has the power bombs.
Yeah, and that was a pretty nice recovery from the dude. Oh, and Toaster falling down in the grapple room. Very unfortunate. He's going to have to go back for the grapple
missiles. Yeah, grappling across that that room is really a pain.
Oh, absolutely. Can cost you a significant amount of time. Very challenging to get those. I believe they're called Rippers. Those enemies.
Rippers, yes. Nice wall jump.
Ooh, and the dude going for the lag reduction strategy in the room with the side hoppers. Nicely done.
Dude's going to be heading for wreck chip now. Doesn't have grapple beam, so we're going to be potentially seeing an ocean fly here. Dude taking and Toaster taking some heavy damage in the acid tide room. This room very, very unforgiving, especially when you have to be fighting Fantoon in short order. Ooh, Goop Spark from Dude. He's gonna have to try that one again.
Very unfortunate, but it's not going to cost him too much time. Did he manage to get Ocean Fly?
I think the super was a little early. Yeah.
Not a big deal. That'll actually save him some energy when he goes into fight Fantoon.
Save him a bit. He's at 215 now. He should be 95. The dude is very good at this game, so I wouldn't even count him out at 29.
Very true, but I would be so uncomfortable going into this fight with 95 energy. The dude, a little bit more skilled than I am.
Did he did not turn off Spazer, correct? So he should be doing the Doppler method for Fantoon.
Looks that way.
As far as I know.
Doppler method and Doppler method and X-ray about comparable in speed, but Doppler I believe is a little bit more challenging. It does save you time in not having to open up the menu, however.
Ooh, but this is a situation he is not going to have a super missile to finish Fantoon.
Oh dear. It is possible that his flames will drop a super missile, but the chances of that are pretty low. He's going to have to be pretty careful here.
Good Alpha Spark from Nintoaster. He's going to be heading up Red Tower. Ooh, taking a few flame hits down to 50.
It's looking pretty dicey here. I'm sure the dude will be fine, but it's keeping me on the edge of my seat.
Let's get another slow here.
Fantoon not being very generous with his patterns.
He does have reserves, as indicated by the yellow auto sign next to his health. How much he has, I'm not entirely sure. So Fantoon's at the point where a super missile would kill him, but he hasn't picked up any.
It's very unfortunate. RNG not being with the dude today.
Alright, down he goes, and now he gets a super missile from the flame.
Fantoon just taunting him. Very unfortunate.
Nice powerbomb room exit from Nintoaster. It's one of my favorite tricks. Ooh, taking a shot from the side hopper though. So with Fantoon down, dude has to grab a couple super missile packs, and then it's on to the wreck ship E-tank, which is, if you thought it was bad in old route, well, wait till you see it in new route. You have much less health to get across the spike room with, and since you don't have grapple beam for the E-tank room, you have to do a pretty slick bomb jump to get across that gap across the water.
Yeah, it's a very precise trick.
And Toaster land a power bomb as if he was going to do ocean fly, but it looks like he's just going to grapple across the moat. Just picking up those missiles with his feet. Dude tried to get a D-boost off of that spark, but didn't work out for him.
Nintoaster, unfortunately, goop sparking. Let's see how quickly he can recover.
He's going to be on somewhat, well, 131, that's doable. That's definitely fine. Perfect bomb jump from the dude, first try.
Yeah, making quick work of that energy tank. Spiky Room of Death and that energy tank, no problem for the dude. And we'll see Nintoaster entering Fantoon very quickly here.
Still hasn't turned off his Spazer yet, so he might be going for the Doppler strategy unless he turns it off inside Fantoon's room. Dude entering what is, in my opinion, probably the most difficult part of New Route, which is saving enough health. And ooh, took a hit from one of the spike platforms. That's an entire E-tank of damage. But you want to have around, you want to have about 300 health by the time you get back to your ship, so you don't have to take a refill. It's a bit easier to do in the old route since you have an extra E-tank from visiting Crocomire early. But dude already at just under 400, plus whatever's in his reserves. Okay, so Nintoaster did turn off his Spazer, so he's doing the X Factor. First one went pretty well. He's getting a slow from the second round.
It looks like the flames managed to intercept one of his X Factor particles.
Yeah, I think that last one, the top left, I believe, hit him, or hit a flame instead of Fantoon. Thankfully, Fantoon just needs one more charge shot and he'll be down. Dude with a fancy attic cross there. And now this mountain missile, you have to pull your jump back at just the right time to be able to reach that mountainside. Ooh, this could be dicey. Dude has no supers left, so he has to get out of that maze before that super block respawns. And he does. Nice D-boost. And a textbook bowling spark.
And very nicely done. It is now the time for the dude to check his phone, check his Instagram, check his Twitter. Take a little bit of a break here.
This is only the second longest cutscene in the game. All right. Alright, I think we're good. So it's definitely looking like dude is going to have to take the ship refill, given his current health. He's got to spend another 40 or so to get this reserve tank, and he's going to want around 300 for 2 spark saves to do in landing site. So at 209, his reserve would pretty much have to be filled up to the brim to be able to skip the ship refill. Toaster just getting the wrecked ship E-tank, no problem there. Ooh, does fall into the water at the very end there, but that's not a big deal. Dude just grabbing gravity suit. Almost gets the mock ball to the ocean missiles. Now Nintoaster has to worry about health conservation, though he has an extra E-tank. Beautiful mock ball across the moat. Pretty nice attic. The last 2 enemies gave Nintoaster a bit of trouble, but recovered nicely. The sparks being a bit of a pain. Dude taking the ship refill. And I believe he got the spark charge. Yep. Before he entered the ship save. Those robots being a bit of a nuisance for Nintoaster. And now Dude about to do the second wrap shot of the game. He's going to aim diagonally down and fire off a charge shot. And then he's going to spark directly to the left here, and that door is going to be wide open for him to get across the a room we call the Gauntlet. Nintoaster grabbing the mountain missiles, no problem. One of the upsides of taking that energy refill at the ship is that all of your ammo is restored, so Dude is back up to 15 super missiles. It's gonna be plenty of ammo for Meridia when he gets to it. And Toaster winding up for a bowling spark of his own. Couldn't quite get it, so he's gonna have to jump across. Dude's next stop is the Edacoon Pit, where we will hear the fabled 101st item fanfare that the Edacoons actually sing to you with their little cries.
Yeah, so that'll be my about 27th minute of item fanfare that I've heard today, so I'm really enjoying this.
Should be stuck in your head by now.
I'm going to be dreaming of that item fanfare for the rest of my life.
The robots leading the reserve tank in the absolute worst positions for Nintoaster. Had to throw a ton of missiles into them to get them into the spike pits. As Nintoaster heads for gravity suit, Dude enters what I like to call the deboost tutorial room. Just spikes everywhere. Having a few issues there, but gets through fine. The spikes don't do that much damage, so it's not a big deal. Ooh, didn't quite make it into that tunnel. Gonna have to go up again. There we go. Got a nice mock ball on the way out. You have to mock ball through that tunnel or else you won't have enough speed to get past that big gap. And Toaster going for a moat mock ball of his own. No problem.
Yeah, and lake ball, as it's referred to, is just such an impressive trick.
I like that term. And Toaster does have plenty of health, so he will be able to skip the ship refill. Dude's big pink spark. A little too far to the left. Toaster has to be a little careful with his health here. He wants to avoid taking more damage. He's already at 226 plus reserves. $211. Let's see what he's... Alright, he has enough to be able to cross the gauntlet. Now this wrap shot is a fair bit more difficult than the one the dude pulled off, because the dude had Spazer, which gives you a lot more lenience. When you just have Wave Beam, as than Toaster had, it's pixel perfect. He's having some trouble with this short charge. Ooh, fell off there. He's gonna have to do a short charge on that platform. There he goes. Dude looking for that magic position for Spore Spawn Supers. There he goes. Wanna wait till you see your screen shake. That's when you know your super hit something. And Toaster's gotta be careful with, okay, he's gonna take the safe. It's very easy to accidentally fall down one side of those crumble blocks, and if you do, there's no way to get the other one. You'd have to go all the way back around. So dude's just got a couple more items to grab before the glass pipe to Meridia. And Toaster opting to open the door to G4 early. Now we're gonna see dude lay a power bomb here. Might be curious why he did that. There's a power bomb door in the top right corner of this room. That power bomb will open it up so that he can enter it near the end of the game when he does clean up after Ridley. Nice mock ball there in Green Hill Zone. Dude's gonna be on his way to Meridia. Couldn't quite get the blockbuster, which is a speed ball through that door, which lets you break those blocks with blue suit rather than bomb them. Having some trouble getting the D-boost off of those screes. Perfect short charge to get the Main Street missiles.
Yeah, and the Main Street missiles, one of the most irritating missile packs to get. That short charge, it's really tight. So he'll be heading towards the Mama Turtle E-Tank right now.
Alright, thanks, Fiesel.
Thank you.
Looks like dude got the missiles in the wall there without having to jump back up. You gotta be running off that E-tank tile at like a fairly precise place to be able to get enough speed. Otherwise, you just miss that missile pack.
And it looks like Toaster right now making his way through the Spore Spawn skip. Very wise choice. Nailing the mock ball on his way out. Nicely done.
Having some issues getting that super block out of the way, but just fine. Dude heading up to Meridia Beach.
The mock ball up here, I discovered it's called the beach ball.
Beach ball. Learning new things every day.
And the dude now making his way through my least favorite room in the entire game, managing to get a very nice deboost off that enemy there.
Yeah, those bugs can really ruin your day. They're all over the place.
I've just been so impressed by the dude's movements. His movements just been so tight. The tricks have been like on point. And that's not taking anything away from Toaster. His like I've been so impressed with both of these runners today.
And Toaster's still on a pretty solid pace given how much trouble he had with that gauntlet spark.
Yeah, I think he's still probably on pace to hit a 125.
Dude had a little trouble getting through the bug room on the way out. Then Toaster will be entering Meridia pretty soon. Looks like he's also going to be laying this early power bomb. Couldn't quite get the wall jump off of that wall to get into that pipe, but second try just fine. Dude about to enter bot swoon.
Let's see if he's able to get the X Factor. X Factor and then 6 supers, the fastest way to kill bot swoon. He looks like he nailed all four of the X Factor particles in 1 round's bot swoon. Very nicely done.
About as good as you can do it. Now, at any percent, normally you grab this E-tank right here, just above there, that the dude just completely ran past, but he'll
with
be
9
grabbing
energy
that.
tanks, I think we'll be okay.
He'll be grabbing that a bit later.
The dude opting for the full halfie, jumping just slightly too low. Not too bad though. It only costs about 6 seconds if he screws it up like that, because then he's still getting the regular halfie.
Better than no halfie at all. I think Toaster's been having some trouble with short charges today, so we're gonna see how he handles this.
First try, nicely done.
No issues at all. I like how he killed the crab with the grapple beam.
Yep, sending a message.
Grapple beam is a strange item in that it can only damage a few enemies in the game, but it does one-shot them. Crabs being one of them.
So the dude is going to be fighting Dragon right now. One of the most skill-intensive fights, especially in the new route, because he doesn't have the option to grapple her to death. He's forced to Shine Spark her or shoot her with super missiles. hopefully he can Shine Spark her, and it looks like it's not going to be any trouble for him at all, as he's able to get the blue suit glitch. That was a near-perfect Dragon from the dude. Nicely done.
Toaster falling just short of the wall missiles, but jumped back up there and got him no problem. And he's going to be on to Crab Supers and then Meridia Beach.
Yeah, that's not going to cost him any time.
Dude grabbing a space jump just now, and we'll see if he gets the E-Tank on the first or second pass. His health is pretty good.
And a very nice reverse halfie from the dude.
Taking this moment to turn Ice and Spazer back on. He's going to be needing that Ice Beam pretty shortly. He's coming up on one of the hardest tricks in this route. Grabs the Bottoon tank now.
Very nice D-boost from Nintoaster. Very unassuming, but saves a significant amount of time.
Nice quick fall after that Bottoon tank.
Yeah, so turning at the last second there allows you to fall quickly through the quicksand. Looks like he'll be grabbing the Aqueduct missiles later on.
He's got 13, no issues. You can see him constantly morphing and unmorphing as he falls down that that sand chute. It doesn't. What that does is that every time you morph, it pushes Samus's sprite downwards, so you get through the sand a little bit quicker.
Yeah, and again in this race, because it's so close, every frame counts. The dude, I believe, has a fairly significant lead over Nintoaster right now, but both players are playing very close to their PBs, which are only about a minute or so apart.
Dude having a little trouble falling into the sand there. And we're going to see how he handles this ice clip.
Nails it first
Easily.
try. Making it look easy. Now he's going to be entering the Shack Tool room. Gives him a bit of a break, a chance to calm down, grab a coffee, check his Instagram, look at some pictures of cats. I wonder how many times I can make that joke today. And Nintoaster fighting Botsmoon. Ooh, a very unfortunate X Factor there. He's going to be in a few minutes. Or seconds, I should say.
Hey, wouldn't have to wait a few minutes unless he killed Dragon off screen.
That would be very unfortunate. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Alright, perfectly fine recovery on Bottoon. Dude about to get everyone's favorite item, the Spring Ball. Nice full halfie from Nintoaster.
So that's going to make up about 6 seconds on his splits there, so he'll be catching up to the dude. Nintoaster just entering Dragon right now.
Toaster Dragon and Dude about to grab Plasma. Gonna head up the Meridia Pipeline, or as we affectionately refer to it as the toilet. Ooh. Up spark from Nintoaster just before hitting Dragon's head.
That's going to cost him a bit of time there, but I think he's going to be able to make a clean recovery.
Chooses to throw a few missiles in.
Dragon not cooperating.
Dragon given a few swoops. Just getting out of the way of that Shine Spark.
The RNG really not in Toaster's favor. This is very unfortunate. He is able to make the best of it, however, and just fires a few supers into Dragon's belly. Oh, wow, so close. Nearly losing Dragon off screen there. And the dude coming up on Cack Attack Alley here. Ooh, what's this?
Now it's worth noting that Nintoaster is currently at 0 supers. He's going to need at least 1 to open the door to Plasma Beam, and nothing on the way really drops supers unless he stops to farm at the bugs. So he's either going to have to do Aqueduct now, or he's going to be in a bit of a pickle when he gets to the green door.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice. It's very, very important that he does Aqueduct now.
Mock droids can drop supers, but not the best drop chance. Dude couldn't quite get the quick fall through the quicksand there. Got beat up a little bit by the Puyos. I believe they're called Puyos. It looks like he's going to opt to farm up a super from the bugs. Farm a bit more supers from the bugs. Meanwhile, dude grabbing the Aqueduct items.
Yeah, and a very nice fastfall from Nintoaster there. Let's hope he remembers to go for... Oh, he's got supers. He'll be fine. He doesn't need to worry.
Yeah, he farmed the bugs a little bit at just before the pontoon tank. Grabbed a second one just in case the first one misses. That's definitely happened before.
I feel like that's one of those mistakes that you only make once.
I've made it well more than once. Both players cleaning up a sand pit pretty much at the exact same time, just different sand pits. So, Nintoaster's going to be headed to Spring Ball, and Dude's going to be exiting Meridia and on his way to Lower Norfair. Oh, sorry, he should probably be getting, I imagine he'll be getting the Kraid missiles first before heading to Norfair.
And it looks like it is time for Nintoaster to check his Instagram and Facebook and look at some pictures of cats as he enters Shaq Tool's room.
Beautiful spring ball entrance from Dude there.
Yeah, that trick's so hard to nail. Fortunately, the Dude, remembering to pick up Kraid missiles, which I feel like is probably the most oft-forgotten item in 100% runs.
It's up there. I think the most forgotten one would be the wrecked ship missiles just before Fantoon. It's so easy to let them slip your mind.
I've definitely forgotten those once or twice. I've also forgotten X-ray scope. Because really, when are you going to use X-ray scope?
That's a bit more difficult to do. I feel like you'd notice that by the time you get to Torian.
You'd be surprised. I can find so many ways to screw up a 100% run.
So Dude does not have to get Ice Beam because he grabbed it earlier, so he's just gonna power bomb through this floor and head to Crumble Shaft. Crumble Shaft, one of the biggest booby traps in the run. So he's taking this a little carefully.
Yeah, not a bad move to take it just a little bit more consistently in a very close race such as this.
Nintoaster does not fire a super into the wall, thankfully.
No super for good luck. That might cost him.
Dude couldn't quite keep a space jump through through that door. And Toaster having a little trouble with the Cassia's room, but he gets up there. Dude almost falling into the lava, but space jumps just in time.
Yeah, cutting it real close there. That would have cost him some time if he so much as dipped his toes in the lava there.
You see, couldn't quite get the chronic boost. Turned around a little early. Sorry, a little late. Or no, that was early. Turned around a little early.
It's not going to matter though. He's still about a minute ahead.
Down he goes into Lower Norfair. Pretty cool spring ball strat as you enter the statue room here.
Yeah, that spring ball,
Yeah,
very
like
challenging to get.
gets
Ooh, and he just
fine.
it. But it's not going to cost him any time as he is able to just jump up into the golden or the chorizo's. Is it a what is it? Chorizo? Chozo?
It's a, I believe, you just call them. I think they're just like Chozo statues, but the ones that come alive are called Chorizos.
And then Toaster having a flawless cack attack alley. Very impressive.
That was a ridiculous statue room from the dude.
Yeah, both of these these runners, very skillful. I've just been so impressed. This race is very close. I feel like these runners both have such a high skill level. And Toaster getting the first try on his short charge. Nicely done.
Dude, up to power bomb the area for Golden Chorizo Supers in a little different position. Also having some pretty nasty trouble with Golden Chorizo.
Yeah, giving him a little bit of grief there.
Grabs the super missiles now, and then next on his menu is Screw Attack, opting not even to charge up a Shine Spark. Looks like he's just going to be screw attacking out of here.
Yeah, saying screw it to the Shine Spark.
I got that pun.
I think that's the third time I've made it today. I don't know if it's still funny. I don't know if it was ever funny, let's be honest. And the dude going for fast pillars, looks like. Taking a bit of time to perfect his setup.
Not much trouble there. Into the not so worst room of the game, because 100% screw attack makes this very trivial. And Toaster just about to leave Meridia. Dude grabbing the Mickey Mouse missiles. Shoutouts to registered trademarks. Ooh.
Cutting it close with those crumble blocks.
And falling down there does cost a fair bit of time. You'd have to go through a couple rooms again.
Yeah, one or two. It cost him about, I want to say a minute and a half.
Not quite that much. Should probably be like 30 seconds maybe, if that. And Toaster grabbing the Kraid power bomb, or the Kraid missiles. Sorry, almost just about there. Dude having a little issues getting into the red key hunter shaft. He'll be grabbing the power bombs of shame right about now. And then it's on to Ridley, meanwhile, and Toaster just hitting the elevator back to Norfair. He does not have Ice Beam, so he's going to have to grab that first.
Wow, a super impressive set of Kagos from the dude. That was very nicely done.
Nice double Kago.
He'll be fighting the Ninja Space Pirates.
Opting to aggro both of them at the same time. Couldn't quite get the kill on the second one.
Yeah, it is fastest to hit them both simultaneously, but there is a bit of a setup required.
He's not even interested in the health drops from the second one. He just goes right into the powerhouse room.
And that's so bold, going into Ridley with 3 energy tanks plus whatever's in his reserve. I guess he doesn't want Nintoaster catching up. He's got to be just got to go fast.
This should be plenty of health for him. I'm pretty sure he's very used to fighting Ridley on this health, especially with plasma.
Yeah, the dude, a very experienced any percent runner, so he's all too familiar with Ridley and his patterns.
Tailed nicking him a couple times. Nintoaster opting to Shine Spark to the Crumble Shaft missiles.
I've never seen that one before. Yeah, but that's good. You got to do what you got to do for consistency. With the amount of times I've fallen down those Crumble Shaft, that Crumble Shaft, I should probably start incorporating that.
It is.
Ooh, and a very nice keeping his speed as he goes through the next room there. Oh, and hitting the stalactite. Very unfortunate.
It's still fine because he can build up speed into this energy refill room. Lets him space jump across the spike tunnel a lot faster than you normally would.
Very true. And the dude making very quick work of Ridley.
Ooh, that power bomb a little too high. It didn't quite open the power bomb door leading to Ridley's entrance. Or rather, the lower Norfair entrance. And
so it may look like the dude is significantly ahead, but bear in mind he still has to clean up Crocomire and grab the grapple beam.
Nintoaster only has 1 power bomb left, and I don't think he picks another pack up until Power Bombs of Shame.
Oh, that is very interesting. He's going to have to be very mindful of his power bombs going into this next segment. If he drops a power bomb here, he's not going to have power bombs. Oh, he's going to have to. That's very unfortunate.
He has the power bomb here.
Let's hope that Golden Chorizo will drop some for him.
Either that, or he's gonna have to screw. He's gonna have to get screw attack first, and then get the super missiles, and then he'll be able to farm the violas just before fast pillars to get some power bombs.
Yeah, it looks like he is very aware of his power bomb count as he opts for a bomb spread there. That's good, quick thinking. Does not fall down the crumble blocks there. Very, very good.
Now that might cost you a minute and a half.
I've done that once or twice. More than I care to admit, but yeah. And you'll see Nintoaster crouching next to Golden Chorizo and firing straight upwards. This allows the plasma beam charge shot to hit him twice with every shot. This will about halves the time that it takes to fight Golden Chorizo. Grabbing some super missiles on his way out.
Hopefully he gets some power bomb drops from the spoils here.
He is able to get 2. That's very fortunate. I think that's exactly what he needs right now. Exactly 2.
I don't know about that. So, okay, so...
Because he has the power bomb door. Oh, he has the power bomb door.
The power bomb door, and then he has to... Well, actually, at the power bomb door, I think is the only thing he explicitly needs a power bomb for. Yeah, everything else can be done with regular bombs.
Yeah, and he picks up power bombs of shame right after.
Yeah, and then he can bomb open the wasteland.
The dude picking up the Franker Z missiles. Oh, and good thinking by Nintoaster, picking up some power bombs from the violas in that room there. Nails fast pillars, no problems. Good quick thinking, good farming.
So now his power bomb count should be good. This just goes to show you 100%. Normally you're not concerned with items, but they can come back to bite you in the butt, especially power bombs. Dude grabbing the last reserve tank of the game. Along with that hidden missile to go with it. Pretty soon he'll be heading down to Crocomire. I almost said up to X-Ray, but new route. You do have to take care of Crocomire just after Ridley. And Toaster, just enough power bombs to make this section as quick as possible.
Picking up the power bombs of shame at 0 power bombs in his. Yeah, he's that's very timely for him.
So you saw the standard Crocomire fight from Nintoaster. You're gonna see a very different one from the dude here. Crocomire backs up a certain number of steps depending on what he gets hit with. He backs up 1 step for missiles, 2 steps for charge shots, 3 steps for supers. However, Plasma Beam travels through enemies and deals damage to Crocomire pretty much every frame it touches him. So Crocomire just reads that he got hit with like 300 charge shots, so he just backs up until he dies. Quite literally a one-shot. And Toaster tackling Ridley at the moment. Mike got really quiet. So Ridley down on Nintoaster's side. Nice space jump across to get the Crocomire power bombs.
Yeah, he's not going to have to worry about Shine Sparking across that gap. Again, another advantage of taking the new route.
Now, he did not get the spike suit, correct?
I don't believe he did.
Okay.
He attempted it, but did not get it. Spike suit, probably one of the most challenging tricks in this game. There's no shame in missing it.
Nintoaster on his way out of Lower Norfair, and then we'll get a much better idea of the time difference between these two runners.
Yeah, I think the dude is a little bit ahead, but again, it's still really close.
That was a sneaky taking a hit from the spike platform, which boosted him upwards through it. Couldn't quite get the mock ball to the acid missiles, but recovers nicely. And Toaster about to get the Firefleet E-Tank. Doesn't look like he's gonna get the D-boost back though. Hit that Firefleet a little too early.
That's not going to cost him too much time though. He's able to make a quick recovery.
And dude just about out of Crocomire's lair. Now he can head up to X-Ray. Let's see if the speedball works out for him. It does.
So we can see the dude making his way out of Norfair. Nintoaster about a minute and a half behind, I'd say.
I'd say it's more than that.
Yeah, he's going to
We'll
make up a
see,
significant amount of ground here.
We'll see what it looks like at X-Ray.
And there's a couple places he can make up that time. I think around the Metroid skip, if the dude makes a misstep there.
Metroid skip does save a significant amount of time in this route, just because you have so much more health than you normally would. And Toaster grabbing the Franker Z missiles and on his way out of Lower Norfair. The dude into the X-ray approach. Ooh. Just fell short of the platform. Toaster opting to grab the missiles before the reserve tank. That'll give him a bit of a running start to leave this room. Had a little trouble grabbing it.
Is it actually faster to grab the missiles first or the reserve tank first?
I'm not entirely sure. I usually just grab the reserve tank first. It's the first thing on my mind. Oh, no reverse slinky for the dude.
We haven't seen a reverse
Much
slinky yet. I will be surprised if we do.
Well, Sweetnum is in the tournament, so
Could happen.
you never know. He's the only person to have ever done it in a run. Nice speedball through those blocks. Nintoaster, having already cleared out the grapple beam area, he can just head straight up to X-ray. Dude, just a few more items before he should be at 100%.
Yet making his way towards the Billy Mays missiles. But wait, there's more.
One of my favorite room names, the Billy Mays room. I'm curious if dude's gonna do this. Yeah, looks like he's gonna do this rap shot.
I hadn't seen that for the last race.
I don't have his audio. I don't have his audio on, so I don't know if he got it.
Let's find out. Oh, it looks like he got it, and he got the speedball. Wow.
Very nice. Heading up the elevator, just a few more items to go. And Toaster grabbing X-Ray himself. Looks like he's a little under 3 minutes behind.
Very
nice pit room spark.
Yeah, that spark. Holding it all the way up from the elevator is pretty challenging.
Toaster lost his speed a bit there, trying to ball up to lay a power bomb in the red tower. You gotta be a little careful with this charge shot the dude's about to do. It's just a little too early or too late, and you can get a Boyan stuck just in the way of your running.
So Nintoaster just working on his criteria cleanup. While the dude picking up the last item in the game.
Affectionately referred to as the final missile. Ooh, almost got the speedball through construction zone. Dude should be at 100%, so he's on his way to G4, and then to Torian.
And then to fight the Mother Brain.
And Toaster entering the Billy Mays room himself.
The dude, I'm watching his stream right now, and it looks like he's saving time on every split since for a certain amount of time now. His run's been so impressive. He just got another gold.
He's been bringing it back.
Yeah, I mean, he's already got a fairly sizable lead, but he's feeling the pressure. He's now in the waiting room, opting to just ball up in the corner and wait it out.
Fetal position and hide.
Not a bad strategy.
And Toaster winding up for the pit room spark himself. The dude opting to shut off Varia and Screw Attack. Looks like he's going for the standard Zebetite skip.
Yeah, and from the dude, I would have expected to leave those items on and save himself a menu. That being said, I think he's probably opting for consistency right now, as he's got a fairly sizable lead, and he doesn't want to do anything to jeopardize that.
Yeah, he knows. He should know that Nintoaster is still a very good runner. You don't want to give any slack you don't need to. Okay, I was a little worried for the dude for a second there, as I saw that wretched 225 missiles.
That can always be a little bit scary.
The scariest number in this category. For those unfamiliar with the terror that is 225, the most common thing you miss in a 100% run would be a missile pack, and if you're missing a missile pack, your missiles will cap at 225 as opposed to the normal 230. So it's usually Torian when you realize that something's gone wrong, when you see that dreaded 225 and your missiles aren't going any higher.
Yeah, and the dude making the Metroid skip look easy. Well done.
Took a couple extra jumps just to be sure. And Toaster losing his speed from a tiny stalactite. But is just about at G4. No problem with the Zebetite skip for the dude.
And he will be fighting the Mother Brain. It's a little bit unfair just shooting a brain in a jar, don't you think?
Opting to jump into the glass tank.
So if I were the dude, I would play it safe here because there's, again, so many ways to soft lock the game at this point. Mother Brain fight can be really dicey.
Really the only danger with the Mother Brain fight in this category would be soft locks and the like, and just really unusual glitches. In terms of taking damage, it's pretty free. You have an absolute ton of health compared to any percent where you can barely afford to take a hit from anything. But he finishes her off just fine and is prepping for the stand-up glitch.
Meanwhile, Nintoaster making his way through Turian, having very good. Looks like his Turian's pretty clean so far.
Very nice room 1.
Having a bit of trouble in the third room.
Just fired a little too early, fired a missile instead of a super. Dude, just waiting for Mother Brain to turn gray, then he can start opening fire. That's when Mother Brain's final form has its health set to 36,000.
Yeah, now he can start taking pot shots at the Mother Brain while the Metroid heals him back full health.
And Toaster waiting for the big boy room to turn off his Varia suit. I think he still has screw attack on.
Yeah, so he's probably going to be opting for a more advanced appetite skip. Oh, he does, yeah. Oh, and he lands on the Ripper there. Very unfortunate. He does remember to face right, however.
Now he has his reserves shut off. So if you want to, we're gonna see what he chooses to do.
He's going to go refill his energy. With the Dude killing the Mother Brain in her third iteration, that looks like it's probably going to be the race for the Dude.
I mean, he could always invalidate his run by saving the animals.
That would be very unfortunate. That would be a disqualification.
By the way, his Torian, yet another gold.
The Dude, just an unreal run here. Feeling the pressure of Nintoaster hot on his heels.
Clean escape for Dude so far. Ooh, clipped that one space pirate on the left wall there.
A spectacular Zebetite skip from the Nintoaster. Getting that Zebetite skip with the screw attack forces you to down back through the Zebetite. The timing on it is very precise, so very nicely done.
Are we gonna see a behemoth spark or a standard spark here? Oh, we thought about it.
Doesn't want to risk it.
So hard. Down goes Mother Brain 1 for Nintoaster. The Dude just about wrapping things up.
Wisely choosing not to save the animals. Instead, choosing to save the frames. And keep the respect of the community.
And the Dude has finished with an SRL time of 1:23.12.
So barring not getting 100%, that should be the race for him.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, 1:23, just an absolutely insane time. That's so fast.
And saved even more time on the escape. That was only 31.5 seconds off of his PB.
Yeah, it looks like he saved time on every split after grapple.
And Toaster taking the Rainbow Beam and opting to screw attack into Mother Brain's head.
Sending a message, that's what it's about.
He's gonna want to stay airborne for when the baby comes on the screen. There we go. Dude with a 52 game time. Now the long, arduous credits wait to make sure he is 100%.
Perhaps the most nerve-wracking part of the run.
And Toaster remembering to stay airborne while the baby detaches from the Metroid, from Mother Brain's head. The game takes a couple opportunities to try to lock you into a kneeling pose, but as long as you're airborne, you can skip over them just fine. He's missing a few shots on the head. You got to be pretty close to Mother Brain's head in order to get these charge shots in, because the baby Metroid sort of acts as a shell, and this. Okay, so the cutscene where the baby Metroid is refilling you, one of the factors that determines how long that cutscene lasts is the Metroid actually takes damage from Mother Brain's onion rings, the little blue rings that shoots out of its mouth. So you could see during that cutscene that Mother Brain was completely missing the Metroid on a couple of those because he was jumping around so much, and that actually makes the cutscene take a little bit longer. So you want to make sure that you're getting all of those onion ring shots into the Metroid.
Yeah, it's also another great opportunity to soft lock the game. If you end up jumping too high, it'll stick the Metroid above Mother Brain's head and she won't be able to hit him.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that with Nintoaster there. The Metroid was kind of like freezing a little bit in odd positions, but thankfully no soft lock there. It's looking like Nintoaster's going to have a very respectable 126.
Opting for the regular spark, I'm just going to play it safe. Not a bad choice. Let's hope he doesn't save the animals.
Fingers crossed. We don't want
Air Force is ready in the chat.
We don't want to disqualify anyone, Fungineer.
Nintoaster, you are making a terrible mistake.
Don't do this. You still have a chance to rethink your decision.
Oh, Nintoaster, that is very unfortunate. That is a disqualification. That's so unfortunate.
So disappointed. Threw away the 126 for some animals.
What did the animals ever do for him, really?
I hope you feel good about yourself, Nintoaster.
Made a horrible decision.
Nintoaster finishes with an SRL time of 127.22.
It is invalidated, though, because you did save the animals.
And that is 100% for the dude, so that is a race victory for him. A very solid time. Nintoaster, not sure what his game time is going to be. There is a bit of a discrepancy between the two routes in terms of menuing. Should be about a 56 or a 57. 56.
Very respectable time. Even with saving the animals. I hate to admit it. Well, while the credits are rolling, I just want to give a huge thank you to the runners for putting on some amazing races today. So that was Nintoaster and thedude9005. So make sure to follow the runners.
It was a very nice display of old route versus new route. I believe this is the last race for tonight. I believe the next one we got is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. We have Personitis versus Vertex 5 and Hillborn versus Lenophis. It's going to be two 1v1 races.
Yeah, we've got some exciting Super Metroid action all week, looks like. So be sure to check that out on the Speed Gaming calendar. And while the credits are rolling, I'd like to thank you, my friend Kanzion, for commentating with me today.
You're welcome. Thank you for sticking around.
Yeah, I'm entering hour 6 of commentary, so I think I'm done.
Oof. 6 hours. That is something.
It is something, that's for sure. I've heard the Adam Fanfare 303 times today. I don't think I can take any more.
Jeez. I've done 2 races in a row, but 3, that's pushing it. So as Nintoaster pushes his way through the credits, let's give our thanks to Masafumi Sakashita for the printed artwork, Mary Kokoma, Shinya Sano,
Dan Osen as well.
George Sinfield,
Kota Fukui, that guy, he did a lot. Special thanks. And all of the R&D1 staffs. Also Deer Force.
all of the R&D1 staffs, every single one. And of course Deer Force, everybody's favorite force.
The only force, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, there's the strong force, the weak force, the electromagnetic force, and
The Deer Force. I believe I learned that in physics.
I think that's how the universe operates. Moment of truth for Nintoaster. Did he get 100%?
Nicely done. A very respectable time from Nintoaster. 100%.
Very well played to both runners.
That's going to wrap things up for this evening. Like I said, go follow the runners, thedude9005 and Nintoaster81. And also make sure to follow Kanzion. He's a cool guy.
Don't do that. That's a mistake.
Might be a mistake.
But thanks for having me, guys. It was fun. And I need to head on out, but I'll see you guys probably in chat tomorrow at 1 p.m.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.